The NYPD is now admitting to what I said the other day about Venezuelan gangs. So guys, apparently the NYPD chief of detectives, or the guy in charge of the detective bureau in NYPD, was talking about the Venezuela gang, N.Y.P.D, growing in New York. This, guys, is a very, not interesting, but predictable situation that New York put themselves in. And I'll explain that in a little bit. So when I was talking about this gang in New York growing and the things that are going on in New York City, supposedly crime is down in murders, but it's up in sexual assaults and rapes. This is because this Venezuela gang that was allowed to come here illegally gathered here and in other cities as well. So it's not just New York City, but it's other cities and even small towns they're taking over and growing there. And this is because, guys, again, the border being wide open, and we know that. But the bigger issue for New York City is that we had a mayor who allowed immigrants to come here, because back in 2022 of August, I think it was, he sat there and invited all of these people to come here. He says, well, if they're not going to take you in, we will. You guys are welcome here because that's what we do as a sanctuary state and city. This is Eric Adams. Now, early this year in February of 2024, now Eric Adams is trying to get the sanctuary city status changed here in New York. 5 months later, 6 months later from that, 6 months later from that, now you got sexual assault and rapes skyrocketing because these animals are here doing what they want. They're robbing stores, they're robbing people, they're sexually assaulting women in the shelters, in the migrant shelters or illegal immigrant shelters, whatever you want to call it, and then everyday women. Now, the NYPD detective states that they are trying to grow here in New York. And he did a comparison video of a recruitment video that this gang, Venezuela gang, has in Venezuela. In the video, I shit you not, they're sitting there with mask on, hats, they're doing that Negro bullshit with the fucking hood and the hand movements, and they're waving guns. This is in Venezuela, and this is their recruitment video. They're like, yo, you could join us. You could rape, pillage, and get shit for free, right? And this is in their country. They do a recruitment video here, somewhat along the same lines, minus the guns, obviously, because now that recruitment video was done in Times Square as they're doing the whole, fucking hood bullshit. All right. So now he said that they're using that as a recruitment video on TikTok. And they're gaining followers through that way. So listen, there are recruitment videos out there that you look at and you're like, all right, yeah, I want to be a Navy SEAL. I want to be a firefighter. I want to join the Air Force. You see those cool recruitment videos. There was nothing cool about this recruitment video, but nonetheless, people are still joining their group, looking at these videos and going, I want to rape, pillage, and get shit for free. And this is what they're doing. So now, you got recruitment videos out there on TikTok, and probably they update them, because I'm pretty sure, at least I hope, TikTok's getting rid of them. And they keep putting recruitment videos out there to get more people to do the shit that they're doing. Now, a lot of these guys that are here are from Venezuela, and they are from this gang, and they are, in fact, doing a lot of heinous act, like the one guy that raped a 13-year-old girl, videotaped it, and tied up her friend so that he could watch. This is the kind of shit that's going on. Yeah, again, guys, they are all over the country doing heinous things. They killed a girl in Texas. Supposedly, they lured her under a bridge, and then they had their way with her, and they wound up killing her. This is going on nationwide. Now, as far as migrants sexually assaulting people, this is happening all over the world, but with different groups of people, like the Muslims in, was it Paris or Italy or some shit like that? They're fucking going at it in those countries. They're raping women. They're beating women up for no reason. They're beating people up. They're having their way because these countries are allowing these migrants or illegal immigrants in their country to do what they want as well. Because a lot of those countries that allow them to come in are liberals like we have here. Well, they're version of liberals. Anyway, The problem, guys, is that the NYPD knows that this group is here. They know that this gang's here, and they know that they're trying to stop them. At least that's what they're saying. But it's making matters worse when you have open borders and you still have a flux of people coming to cities like New York. They're not even stopping it. They're not even trying. And Eric Adams' excuse was, oh, because of the laws and this, that, and the third. This fucking fancy homo wants to sit there and dress up in his Sunday's best every day and act like he's the fashion mayor. He's the cool mayor. I'm going to hang out with this guy, suck that guy's dick, Puffy. Right? He wants to give the pedophile the keys to the city, Puffy. You know, I mean, like, he's doing all of this shit instead of handling his city and making sure it's squared away. And now that it got away from him, now he's trying to make changes, but it's a little too late. Because things are out of control. And like I said before, there's only one way to handle it. And that's the citizens of New York handing out the punishments. That is the only way it's going to change. Because right now, guys, they're getting locked up and they're getting released. Now, they are getting a little more stringent with the acts of violence and the robberies and the stealing from stores. In fact, I know a couple people who just got put away because they were on their 30th crime spree stealing bullshit, and now they've been locked away and they're going to be there for a long duration. And they're starting to do that to the illegal immigrants as well. They're starting to lock them up and do the same thing. But they already got a taste of that. They could do anything they want. Freedom here in New York and cities like New York, it's going to be hard to change that. Now, if you come to a city like New York, don't. I know a couple of YouTubers that recently came to New York. Don't do that again. This place is a shithole. Fuck these people and fuck the economy. I know that, you know, coming here, it boosts the economy. Fuck it. Let New York City tank. Let it fall apart. They deserve it. The politicians deserve it. The people don't, but the people have to fight back. But the politicians deserve everything they get from this bullshit because they allowed it. They allowed these people to come here with open arms. They said, well, Texas is not going to deal with it. We will. Now look at the shit we're dealing with. And we're watching kids and women get sexually assaulted and raped. We're watching businesses close down because they can't handle the amount of people stealing from them. This is because of the left. This is because of the liberals. This is because of the bullshit that they bestowed upon us about letting Miguel and Maria come here to fix their fucking crooked teeth. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.